Welcome back to Bloated Garage. You guys are probably wondering where your Saturday video was. I'm gonna tell you where it was. It was in the tank. See this ugly door? This is all I could find to put on here to line up my quarter panel. I had bought a brand new Dynacorn door. Garbage, total garbage. Don't waste your money. Find an original door shell and reskin it. I'm not gonna skin this door, but I did find a decent shell that I'm gonna put a new skin on, so that there was no sense to put the video out because I can't do anything with the quarter until I have the final door that fits the car, and then I can weld all this up and move on with getting the car on the rotisserie and sandblasting. But what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna enlighten you all where we're at on the budget. We've been telling you that we were going to explain where we spent money on what and how much, and we're going to tell you where we're sitting at as of today. But as it sits right now, with the quarters and everything hung on there, I'm gonna break it down for you. So where I left off in the last video on the budget, we were at $11,015. Since that video's come out, we've replaced the firewall, Kentucky Mustang, $386.40. The drip rails from CJ's, $180. The quarter panels were $410 per side, and they were from CJ's. The roof skin is a Dynacorn from CJ's, $418. It was on that sale I had told you all about. CJ's was running a really good sale, and I saved $300 on these parts. The taillight panel was a Marketplace find. Remember I said, go to Marketplace, you guys will find parts for your cars every time. That was a nice Dynacorn part, 100 bucks. Outer wheelhouses, Marketplace. Fine, $100 for 2 outer wheelhouses. Dynacorn passenger door. This door is total junk, people. This was a Marketplace find, and it did have a little damage, and I straightened it, but this door fits absolutely horrible. This door is so short. I would have to weld 1/8" rod on each end of it to even somewhat come close to a decent gap, and I'm not gonna do that on this car. That was $150 wasted in the budget. I'll keep it, maybe another 69, you know. Like I said, all panels fit cars differently. This may fit another car perfectly, but it didn't fit this one. But my original door fit fine, so I know the car's not out of dimension or anything like that. You know, we were so careful when we cut this car apart. It's probably better than it was when it was new, honestly. So anyhow, that's where we're at on that door. We're not gonna harp on that too much. That's just the way it is, you know. Expect you get junk parts with good parts. That's just how it goes in this profession. Next part will be I had ordered a door skin from CJ's, which should be here this week because I do have an original door shell that's decent, but the skin's horrible. This is what I got to work with. Yeah, I know it looks like a peach, but once I peel the skin off of it, sandblast the shell, I might even take it to Strip It Clean. Check out Strip It Clean. Them guys do a wonderful job. So I may do that, reskin it. I'll prime the door, the shell before I put the skin on. It'll be like brand new, and it'll be an original door shell at least. I spent $300. I showed you in the previous video with the Strip It Clean when I had the heads done. The COBRA jet heads were blasted. We had that roof structure blasted, and I had the quarter extensions, the headlight buckets, the quarter side scoops. We had all that stuff blasted at Strip It Clean. That was $300. And then I bought the one-piece floor pan from Dad's Mustang, $525. Dad's Mustang down Falston, Maryland. They got me the one-piece floor. We had showed you how we put that in there. I still got to get in here and do a little bit of prep work and sanding, but it's all coming together. And the quarter filler panels as well came from Dad's Mustang. That was these parts, which I had told you are a real pain in the butt to get to fit. But they will fit. You just got to take your time, massage them, get them in there. Again, the car is clamped together. We can't weld till I get that door finally placed, and then we can weld the quarters up, gap everything, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna get this thing on the sandblaster as quick as we can. But that puts our budget as of today at $13,873. I don't think we're over budget. I think that's a pretty good price to be on a car that's basically had all the metal work. You know, of course, we're now nowhere near even, we're several thousands of dollars away before this thing's even ready for paint yet, but we got a massage, body work, seam seal, primers, paints. I mean, that stuff adds up. Just the body work and to get this thing in primer, I'm probably gonna be another 1,000 with epoxy primers and spray polys and metal glaze and body fillers and seam sealers and, you know, a tube of that 3M seam sealer I use, that's $55 a tube, and I probably need at least 4 tubes to seam seal all these joints up on this car. Just part of the restoration process. If you brought me this car in the condition it was in, my labor would be about $30,000. $25,000 to $30,000 to do all this car. So, all right, so just figure $13,000 Subtract that from 30,000, so that'd be 18,000. So my labor would have been about $18,000 to do all this work. Remember in the first video, I said this car is gonna cost me about $70,000 to do, and that's me doing the work. Now, I'm not gonna count my labor. Now, if I counted my labor, that's where I'm getting the 70,000. I'm gonna get through this car for the most part, probably, I don't know. I'll be in prime, rotisserie and in prime for about another 4,000 or 5,000 where we're sitting right now. This thing will be, I'll be blocking on this thing about $5,000 more dollars. Now, the suspension's gonna cost money. Rebuilding the power steering is gonna cost money. Rebuilding the brakes, the rear. Mach 1 interior is extremely expensive. I'll probably have an easy $6,500 in that interior. I don't understand it. It is what it is. Those seat covers and those carpet kits for these cars is just overly priced. And I gotta do the steering wheel, the rim blow. That's gonna cost a little bit of money to get that thing restored. I do have the glass, the day-coated glass. I'm good there, and it's pretty decent. These are the original wheels. I'm gonna actually take these wheels up to Strip It Clean, and I'm gonna have them blast them. Strip It Clean said they do steel wheels for 25 bucks. So if you guys got nice steel wheels, original wheels, and you don't want to sand them, take them to Strip It Clean. $25, you can't beat that. And you'll get them back, they'll be spotless. And I'll have that coating on them too. They'll be ready for paint. You know, the moldings. And then I have all the stainless that goes around the glass. I have a guy here locally in town that polishes and takes the dents out of that stuff, but he's not cheap. I'm probably gonna have $800 to $1,000 in getting these moldings polished and, you know, all the dings removed and just little stuff. It just adds up. The chrome bumpers. Thank God I found 2 decent headlight buckets. You know, if I had to buy them them things are going for like $300 a piece now, but I did find 2 nice with the tabs intact. You know, of course, that hood's not a shaker hood, but it's going to be when I'm done. I do have the template, and I got to cut that. That'll be in another video. I don't want to give too much away. Y'all just have to watch the channel. There's some good stuff coming up on this car. I'm going to show you guys how to save a lot of money on these projects, because if you took this car to a body shop, this thing would sit in the body shop for 3 years for the amount of work that I did in 3.5 months. I'm kind of proud of that. I think I moved on it pretty good, but that's because I was putting 2 videos out a week. Now, when we get to a certain point in this, we're only going to do 1 video a week because, you know, the stuff's going to slow down. It's just going to be a lot of frivolous stuff like body work, and who wants to watch that? There's 1,000 channels on YouTube. You want to watch people do body work, but I'll keep you guys enlightened where we're at on this. I'm definitely going to have the video on when it goes on the rotisserie and we get it all sandblasted, seam sealed, and painted in red oxide underneath. This car is going to take a big transformation as soon as I get this welded up. So back to that door issue, I'm going to bring you over here. That quarter's just sitting on there. That is not a bad gap, and these lines fit, and this is the original door off the car. That's not bad. When I had put that Dynacorn door on there, I kid you not, I had a 1/4 inch gap in the front between the door and the fender up here. I mean, it was huge. Now this gap, I can manipulate this a little bit. This fender's just sitting on there loose, guys. I can pull that fender back and make that better. I just wanted to show you guys how well everything fit back on this car when I cut this whole front end apart on this car. Everything, it's in specs, it's perfect, it's square. And then we had showed you how we put that pillar in there too. And everything is fitting in there just fine. We just gotta do a little, grind this down and sandblast and do a little metal prep there. That'll be golden. So this video is just to enlighten you guys a little bit and show you where we're at. We didn't forget about you. We didn't have anything to film. So rather than you guys fast forward and complain and whatever, I just wanted to slow down here a little bit and just bring you to where we're at. I'd set the hood on the car. Now, of course, there's no hinges, but I set the hood just to see how square the fenders are, and everything's looking pretty good. I mean, the front end's pretty damn square, put it that way. This door, do not miss the video on me ripping this door apart and rebuilding this door, because I will take you from rust and grime to dents and body filler to a brand new, it'll look like a brand new door when it's done. It'll look like that roof structure I put in there when I'm done. It's gonna take a little time now. Like I say, door skin will probably be here tomorrow. I'll probably pull this skin off tonight, so I'll probably start filming, pulling this apart tonight, and we'll try to get that video out to you all by Saturday on that. Remember, like and subscribe, check out our merch store. Any questions, send it to Bloated Toad Garage, and we do have one of the viewers' cars coming in probably around June, July. It's going to be the 67 S-Code Fastback, and we still have Wildebeest's car to do. We got to put quarters and do his California special conversion on that. So just stay with the page, guys. We're getting it done. It's just we hit a hookup on this door situation, and nobody could foresee that, and that's just how it is. We're going to get through it. Got it right there. Give me a couple days, and we'll come back to that. Make sure you like, subscribe, check out the merch store. We might see some of you guys up at Carlisle. We will be at Carlisle next month. Just look for the guys with the Bloated sweatshirts on. Or t-shirts at that. I guess it'd be nice weather at that time. I don't think we'll be in any kind of cool weather. Again, like and subscribe. Send your comments to me. If you have a project and you're stuck on it, reach out to me. I'll try to get you through it on the phone, or I can show you pictures, or I keep a lot of measurements in my book too. So if you guys get stuck on a measurement on something and you need it for a 69, just call me. I have it. I've got a couple of these cars. I can go right to my book and I can give you a measurement from this point to that point and tell you what you need. And I'm here to help. So if you need my help, reach out. If you don't need my help, watch my videos. That's all the help I need. And make sure you subscribe to my videos, because you guys keep watching them and you're not subscribing. I'm a small channel. I'm not at 1,000. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. I'm close. I need 70 more subscribers and I'll be at 1,000. I don't want to sound desperate or anything, but I do these videos for you guys. It's a lot of work. So if you like them, subscribe to them. Share them to your friends. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.